Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn 1.3 direction fields for first order equation. So we learned what was first order equation last time, right? Okay, so what is the direction field? So direction fields, if you remember from the calculus 3, right? So we had a directional derivative, right? So x direction, y direction, z direction, right? So same as here is a slope field. So we have a direction field, and then that is the official definition here. But then I said that think a direction field is a map of slopes. So slope is how much the slant, how much is it correct? Slant. That shows how solution to a differential equation behave, right? So we are using for direction fields for understand the behavior about the graph. Or we can sketch solutions roughly. If we need the exact solution, we have to solve the differential equation. All right? Okay, so let us do this example. So I don't want to rewrite. So I am using from previous lecture note here. So we have y prime equal to minus x over y. Okay. All right. So y prime, this is a slope. All right. So if we have x equal to 0, if we have y equal to 1, so it's order pair at 0 and 1. What is the slope, right? Okay, so we just plug in x equal to 0, y equal to 1. So 0 over 1 with a negative, which is 0. This is a slope. Zero slope, right? So if we have a zero slope, that's a horizontal line. Make sense? Zero slope. Okay, now if we have x equal to 1, so it's an order pair, right? So it's 0 and 1, right? 1 and 0. And y equal to 0, and then the equation has negative x over y, right? So negative 1 over 0 there, right? Undefined. So I am using undefined, you did, right? Undefined slope, undefined slope. Yeah, that is a vertical line. Undefined slope means no slope. Yeah, okay. What if we have x equal to 1, y equal to 1? Yeah, plug in, we get negative 1, right? So negative 1 is a positive slope, right? Negative slope, zero slope, vertical, which is no slope. Yeah. So don't get confused with zero slope, no slope, right? Okay. So if we have negative 1, that's a negative slope and 45 degree, right? Make sense? So it's like a breakdance, you know? Okay. Now, if we have a 1 and 2 for x and y equal to 2, right? Then we have negative 1/2 for slope, right? So it's a negative slope. 1/2 means less steep. Yeah. If we have a number bigger, like a 3, 4, that's more stiff, more stiff. 45, more stiff. Positive 2, positive 3, right? Negative 1, more stiff. Negative 2, negative 3, negative 1/2. Yeah, less stiff. Make sense? Okay, so everything, yeah, we know how to do it, right? Make sense to you? Okay, now let's plot. the slope here. I need a little bit 0 and 1, right? So when x equal to 0, 1 is 0 slope. Can you see that? This is 0 slope, right? Second one, 1 and 0. When x equal to 1 and 0, right? Undefined, no slope, right? So undefined, no slope, vertical line. Can you see? And 1 and 1 is negative 1. So when x equal to 1 and when y equal to 1, here, right? So it's a negative 45 degree, right? Can you see? 1 and 1, yeah? Then 1 and negative 1. So 1, negative 1, yeah? 1 and negative 1. So what we have 1 and negative 1 is a positive 1. So 45 degree, right? So 1 and negative 1. Here is a 45 degree, yeah? This is the slope. Make sense to you? Okay. So if we draw everything, this one looks like this. If I connect that slope, can you see that? This is a circle, right? And origin is center is origin, right? Origin is center is origin, yeah? Okay, so this picture from your textbook, yeah, looks like that. We call this as a direction field. Y prime equal to negative x over y. Yeah. Okay. Now you can try second one. Y prime equal to x plus y, right? All right. So when x equal to 0, y equal to 0 is 0 slope. We plug in, right? 0 slope. So it's a horizontal line. Let me denote that horizontal line. And I denote all the 0 there, right? If we have y for 0, then we follow the slope as x numbers, number from the x, right? So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 45 degree positive slope and positive, right? And 2, more steep. 3, more steep. 4, and so on, right? If we have y equal to 0, right? When x equal to negative 1, then same, since y equal to 0, we follow the value from the x, right? So we have negative 1 there, which is negative slope with a 45 degree, right? And negative 2 and negative 3, right? So it's a negative slope, but more stiff, right? More stiff when number is getting bigger, right? Okay, and at this time, when x equal to 0, same concept, we have x plus y, right? So when x equal to 0, we follow the slope from the y values, right? Since y equal to 1 in that case, the slope is 1, 45 degree positive slope, right? If y equal to negative 1, the slope is negative 1. So negative slope, 45 degree, right? Okay, everything together, let's take a look. Let's plot the slope here. Yeah. All right. So um, when y equal to 0, we follow the slope from the x values, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3. So when x equal to 0, this is y equal to 0, right? So when x equal to 0 is 0 slope, right? So horizontal line, 1, 2, 3, more stiff, more stiff, more stiff, like that, right? Here, negative slope, right? Negative slope, but more stiff, more stiff, more stiff, more stiff, negative way, right? Negative slope way. Make sense to you? Okay, now, that is y equal to 0, right? This is x equal to 0. Then they follow the slope from the y values, right? So we have y equal to 0. Then x equal to 0, y equal to 0, we have a 0 slope, yeah? So same thing here, 0 slope. And what about the y equal to 1? Slope is 1, right? 1, 45 degree positive. And then 2, more stiff, more stiff, more stiff, right? Getting more stiff. Let me write down. This way, more stiff. With a positive, right? Positive slope. How about here? Positive slope, more stiff, right? And this way, negative slope, more stiff. And then we can have that here, negative slope, right? More stiff. Okay, this one how it looks like. Let me show you. Let's go to the decimals. Let's click that. Oh, no, not this one. Decimals, slope field generator, yeah? Okay, you can just Google it first. Let me show you how to do it. Direction field. Okay, I Googled direction field. Then there is a slope field, right? It's the same. All right, then there is a decimals slope field generator, right? So let me click that. Okay, so can you see that we have g of xy equal to dy over dx, which is y prime, right? G prime, same as, right? Okay, let me change that. The function will be x plus y. So let me do x plus y, x plus y. This is the direction field graph, yeah? Okay, so let me screenshot and then I want to attach in the lecture note, all right? All right, so I attached this graph from decimals, right? So this is from decimals, called the slope field, right? Okay. In that case, we don't know how it looks like for a solution for the graph, right? In that case, we have to solve the problem. Yeah. Okay. This will be hard, so we're gonna learn later on sections. Okay. So some other the website gives us nice solution here. So let's take a look. So slope field plotter from GeoGebra. Yeah, can you see that? Like this. So they have a 2 and -1. So if I follow that, right? So this is 2, 2 and negative 1. This is the one, 2 and negative 1. Yeah. So if I follow that this graph looks like that. Yeah. Okay, take a look. Ta-da-da. Okay, now uh, let's take a look this one. We have example. Which of the following equations would produce the direction field above, right? Okay, so I have everything x times y squared, x squared times y, x squared times y squared. So I have 3 here. What's missing? I'm missing x times y, right? So maybe you can try this one. Okay, so I was using negative 1 and negative 1, negative 1. Can you see that? Or I'm gonna do here. So I have, how about this? Since, yeah, let's do that together. X, Y. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So number 1, this is X, Y square. This is number 2, right? This is number 3. This is number 4. Yeah. Okay. So here, and then slope, which is x times y. Yeah. Okay. The first one, let's find out negative 1, 1. So the slope will be negative 1 times 1, which is negative 1, right? It's a negative slope, 45 degree, right? How about negative 1 and negative 1? So negative 1 times negative 1, which is a positive 1. So positive slope, 45 degree, right? So negative 1, I am talking about negative 1 and positive 1. So that one, yeah? Make sense? But then it's a positive slope, right? So this is not the one, right? Should be positive. Make sense? Then let's check the negative 1 and negative 1. So negative 1 and negative 1. This is the one. Looks like this is negative 1, but this is a positive 1. So this one's supposed to be opposite, right? Make sense to you? Okay, then let's find out which one is opposite. This one opposite. This is not opposite, so cross out, right? Oh, yeah. This is not opposite, so cross out. So this is not opposite, so cross out. This is cross out too, right? Then this is the one then, right? And then make sure, let us do negative 1 and positive 1. So negative 1 and positive 1 is 0 slope, right? So this is the one, 0 slope. Make sense? Okay, so the answer is number 3. X squared times y for the slope. Is it clear? Okay, I hope you understand everything. Thank you for watching. Bye.